Thank you very much. It's great to be at the Tom Johnson Summer School again here. It's something that's very close to my heart, this summer school. It was UCC's Professor Dermot Keogh who once said to me that he believed Tom Johnson was the most underestimated man in Irish history in many ways because of his achievements, and they haven't been documented to the degree they should be. I've often been asked about my political heroes, and I've always said that Tom Johnson and Jim Kimmy were those heroes. So in '99, when I was Chair of Labour Youth, I was tasked with reviving this summer school, and that's why I'm so glad to see that it's thriving here today, and well done to everyone who has put together the programme. I also, though, wouldn't let it go without making sure that I also honoured my other political hero, and that's why we have the Thirst for Justice Award, the Jim Kimmy Thirst for Justice Award, which has been awarded at every summer school since. Labour Youth played a large role in my, I suppose, political socialisation and how I developed. It was that time when, along with the late Peter Fitzgerald, John Walsh, and indeed some other people in this room, I see Jed Nash down there, we brought in the first anti-discrimination pledge into any political party in the country, which meant that if you didn't sign the pledge, you simply wouldn't be on a ballot paper. And every other political party has since taken that forward, and that happened in 1999. Showing my age now, but it was back then. Now to address the future of the party that is so critically important to me, that's in my very DNA. In fact, you can ask my parents because they sit here amongst you. I've served the party in many roles across many different constituencies before I was lucky enough to be a senator, an MEP, a TD, and now a minister. I've always been active in Labour because fundamentally I always believed that money shouldn't be the medium by which education or healthcare is decided. I'm proud of our party, I'm proud of our achievements in government, but I also think, colleagues, it's critically important that we retain ownership of those achievements and do not allow Fine Gael to try and steal them off us. I am proud that we ensured that the country exited the bailout and didn't end up in a second one. I'm proud that budgetary adjustments have been 1.4 to 1 in spending cuts versus taxation measures, despite the desire of Fine Gael for it to be 3 to 1. Proud that we've protected social welfare rates and wages. Proud that 75,000 more people are at work and we have our lowest unemployment in 5 years. And I'm very proud that we will have a marriage equality referendum next year. However, that is the past. It is over, and we need to move on. There is no point in going around and saying it would be much worse for Labour or for this country if we were not in this government. People don't care, and it doesn't matter, and the recent election results show that. Politics, colleagues, is a human endeavour, and because it is, we all make mistakes, and we in the Labour Party certainly have made our fair share of mistakes. And because of this, we've lost many fine councillors and other candidates who didn't get across the line in the recent elections. They sit here amongst us. They're our friends, and certainly it really hurts me to see this. When I think of mistakes, I think of the handling of the water metering, the handling of the medical cards, and the handling of various different controversies involving Fine Gael ministries. Colleagues, there is a difference between being successful in government and being successful in politics. We have been successful in government. We have not been successful in politics. Perception in politics is important, and there is a discourse out there now. There is a conversation about the Labour Party that is so damaging, it actually is threatening our very future. We collectively need to fight this. The word that is on everyone's lips at the moment is austerity. We have probably approximately 21 months to change that around towards prosperity. And top of my agenda is to deliver for working families, working people, and those out looking for work. Colleagues, our party's name is the Labour Party. We have to put a premium on work and those who get up in the morning and go out and do a decent day's work and get a decent wage, and those who are looking to go out and do a decent day's work. And it's all more so the case that we have to look after those people. When we see a new generation of blue shirts coming out and attacking the minimum wage as they did so in the last week. Supporting education is at the core of the Labour Party, and we need to ensure fair access to education for all. And I know this more than anyone, because I am a product of the early 90s decision to give free third-level fees by the Labour Party. We need to ensure collective bargaining legislation is brought through for workers. We need, from an ethics point of view, to ensure that the government once and for all will ensure that anyone in receipt of public money can be and will be held to account. Politically, we need to take the fight to our enemies. And I know we are up to this. Many of these people stand for nothing. They are against everything and for nothing. We have to reposition ourselves with our colleagues in government. And put simply, if I am deputy leader, every single major decision will be Labour-proofed or it will not happen. We must make activism the core of everything we do, and we have to work together. Some people say what we're facing is an impossible task. I know all about impossible odds. In 1999, or in 2009, I was told it would be impossible for me to become an MEP, but working with many people in this room, we went out and we delivered that very much after 30 years of failing to do so. And, colleagues, it is my absolute intention that before the next election, we will decide our policies and run as an independent party based on decisions that are made at a non-choreographed party conference. That's what we need to face into, and that's where we need to make the decisions.
Alan, if you wrap up now.
Colleagues, if you want someone who will stand up for you in the cold face, if you want someone who will keep their eye on the ball, then please trust me with your vote.
Okay.
I am very passionate about the Labour Party, but most of all, I am a person of conviction. What I say is what I believe in, and trust me, what I believe in is what I do. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Alan. The next candidate.